Hello students, today we are going to discuss the practical number 6 for the subject computer science class 12. We have already discussed the 5 practicals for the class 12 computer science. If you didn't watch, I will recommend please go and watch those practicals, because in last 2 practicals I have discussed file handling. In this practical also we will continue the file handling program, so it will be better if you try to watch the last practicals 4 and 5, so that you can get some idea about the file handling, because in this program or practical also we are going to discuss the file handling concept. So it will be very important or helpful for you to watch this. For your simplicity, I have created a playlist on my channel, 12 computer science practicals. You can find it on my channel very easily. So let's discuss what we are going to discuss in this video. We are going to discuss the problem first, then we are going to discuss the steps to solve this problem. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to write the python code we are going to write, and then we are going to run the code in spider editor. If you are using any editor, it will work on that editor also, like ideally Jupyter or Sublime, and demonstrate it. I will show you how this program will help you to execute and actually real time how it is going to work. Okay, so let's get started without any further delay. Okay, so first thing, you should understand what is the problem. You need to create a binary file. And insert the student roll number and name in this binary file. Remember, this it is a binary file, not a text file. Okay, this practical is completely changed due to this name only, binary file. Otherwise it could have been very simple, binary file. And then you need to take the roll number of student in input from user and search in the file whether this roll number exists or not. If roll number exists, print the name of student. Otherwise show error message like roll number not found. So this is the complete problem actually. Okay, so in this problem, interesting thing is that you are not supposed to create a text file this time. You are supposed to create a binary file. Then what you need to do, you need to open it in write mode and insert the roll number and name of the students. Let's suppose 5 students, 10 students. And then what you need to do, you need to text the roll number of the student in input from the user, and then you need to search in this file, the file that you have created, the binary file that you have created. You need to search this roll number in this particular file, and then you need to print the name of the student whose roll number is this. And if this roll number is not found, then you need to print the error message roll number not found. Okay, so this is it looks like a very big problem, but it is a very simple problem. You could solve it very easily. So first, starting with our concept, I am dividing this problem into two parts. First part we are what we are doing, we need to write code to create file that is binary, and insert the student data. Okay, this thing we will do first, and in the second part, what we will do, we are going to, what we are going to do, we are going to read the file, read the binary file, read the binary file, and take the roll number from user, take the roll number from user, and search it, search it in file, let's suppose binary file. If found, then we will display roll number or name, and then otherwise we will discuss this error message roll number not found. So this is the basic step for building the logic for this particular program. We are going to write the two Python files. One Python file will do, will create a binary file, and we will take the student roll number and name of some, let's suppose 5 students from the user, and insert into the binary file. And in second program, what we will do, we will read this created binary file and take the input roll number of any student in input, and then we will search into this binary file, and then if roll number found, then we will print the name of the student. Otherwise what we will do, we will print this say roll number not found, please try again, like this message. So before starting this program, let me show you, let me try to understand this problem without considering the file handling. If you understand the concept without considering the filing handling, let's suppose binary file, let's suppose I am creating a list of students, and then I will create this list of the students, and then what I will do, I will search in the list the student, and then let's understand this logic first, then we are going to understand the other part, that is file handling. File handling part is very easy for this particular program. So try to understand this logic first, how to store the students data into some list, and then how to search the data of the student in a list, then it will be easy for you. What I am going to do here, I am going to create a list of students, list of students. Okay, and in this list what I will do, I will insert the dictionary, like I will create list like this. In this list what I will have, dictionary of each student will have some dictionary. Let's suppose roll number 1, and then let's suppose we have the name of the student as a key, and then I will insert, let's suppose Mohan. Then this dictionary will be closed, and then this list will have the dictionary as item. Okay, this kind of list I will create. Then roll number, another dictionary will be having the roll number, let's suppose 2, and name of the student, let's suppose it is having Ram. Please understand this logic. If you understand this logic, there is nothing to understand in this program. Actually binary file reading writing, I am going to use the pickle module. Pickle module is basically used to write the Python objects into the file, and it is very easy to use the pickle module to read and write the binary files. I will show you, and then we will discuss. So try to understand this logic first. I will directly write this list of students into binary file, and then I will directly read this list of students from the binary file using pickle module. Okay, I will tell you how, what is pickle module actually. Okay, then let's suppose roll number of student 3, and then name, let's suppose it is having, let's suppose Sham. Let's say this is the dictionary. Okay, let's suppose this is the dictionary. Each student record we will put in some dictionary, and then we will insert this dictionary into the list of students. And then what we will do, we know the for loop to iterate this list, and then we can easily match the roll number and found it. Let's suppose I want to check whether, let's suppose, then take the input, then I will take the roll number of the student and input. Let's suppose roll number I am going to take using input method. Okay, let's suppose I have taken the roll number of the student using input method. Then what I will do, I will search this roll number in this list of students. List of students I have already created, which has the dictionary as a key value items. Okay, roll number, each student will have a dictionary whose roll number and name is the key, and value is roll number's value, and name of the student will be in this kind of dictionary you can create. If you don't know dictionary in class 11, then it will be a little bit difficult for you to understand this, because list and dictionary are the basic concept to solve this problem. So what I can do, I can iterate this, let's suppose student data. Okay, and list of let's say students, like this I can iterate. And what I will do, this for loop you should know from class 11, if you iterate the list, if you pass the list object in for loop like this, then what will happen? First time the dictionary first element of the list is what? This dictionary. Second element of list is what? This cell. This is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element. So list is actually what? List is a collection of objects. So this is a one object, this is another object, so this is second object. So first time the list of students will be iterated, then student stud variable will have this dictionary. Okay, and what you can do, you can match the roll number of the student using how to access the dictionary using key, how to access the value using dictionary key. I know roll number is stored in the roll number key, so I can write like this, roll number. And if this roll number is matched with my roll number that I have taken from the user to search, if it matches, then what it means, then I can print, what I can say, print the roll name is stored in what value, what key, name key. So I can print like student underscore like this name. So this concept you to know. Okay, and then what I can do, I can iterate this for loop, and for tracking this roll number found or not, I can create some variable called found equals to initially false, and if the roll number is found in the list, I can, what I can do, I can set its value as true. If this found value is true at the last after iterating of the each student of the each student in the list, if the student roll number is found, then this found variable will become true. And if this found variable is not true, if this found variable is false, or if let's say not true, then what will happen, we can say that student roll number not found, roll number not found, like this message you can display. This line should be added after the for loop ending. After end of the for loop, you can write like this, we have trashed this found we are making only true in case the roll number is found in this particular list. Otherwise we are setting the roll found as a false, and if the found value is false, still false, that means roll number is not matched in the any one of the student roll number in the list, then we can say that student roll number is not found. If you understand this logic, then it will be better, because understanding this logic is very important to understand this program. Okay, now this is the first logic to sorry. Now you should know how to insert this key value pair in the list of students. This program you should also understand, so that you can insert into the list as a key value pair student data, and then we will understand the pickling concept. So let's rough this concept, and then let me show you how to create this list of dictionary by taking the roll number and student name from the user and prepare this dictionary. And then I have already shown you how to iterate this dictionary using this concept. And then what we can do, let me rough this portion, so that I can show you here also. So this problem you have understood what is actually problem. Okay, now let me explain you the idea. Okay, so what is actually happening, this for loop I am explaining you. So let's suppose you want to create this dictionary using taking the input from the user. What you can do, how to prepare this dictionary I am taking. So what I can do, I can first take the number of students. So how many number of students you want to insert. So let's say how number of students, let's suppose I am taking it from the user. So I am giving some message and user will enter. Let's suppose user want to insert 3 students data, then I can use for loop. So for loop is an important concept in the Python programming. If you don't understand how to use this for loop, then it is little bit difficult for you to survive here. Okay, for loop is a basic building block. Okay, for loop, while loop, all those you should know. Now you should know what is range function, otherwise you will not be able to understand this problem. Okay, now you need to create a blank dictionary. Let's suppose I am creating some blank dictionary here. Blank dictionary, how to create, you should know it. this that's why, let's suppose this is the blank dictionary I am creating. I am taking the input roll number from the user stud underscore data, and then I will take roll number from the user by input method. Integer I am converting because roll number will be input integer number. I will show you message here, any message. Then I can take some name of the student, roll number and name I need to maintain, because as per practical it is asked. Now name will be in string, so I don't need to write the integer at the before the input method. Now what we need to do, we need to create this list of students. Initially it will be blank, list of students. If you understand this logic, then it will be very easy. So how to insert into the list any object? So you should know the concept called list of students. Let's suppose a list variable. What is the method to insert? We use the append method. Then you will insert this dictionary. For each student we are preparing a dictionary, and then again I will blank this dictionary, so that next time for next student I can insert another roll number and name and append this into the list. So this for loop, what it will do, it will execute how many times? Let's suppose user has entered number of students as 2. So this for loop will execute how this range, and then it will become 2. So range 2 will execute return list as 0 1. So it will execute 2 times. So for this I will become 0 first, and then we are entering the roll number for first student. Then student dictionary will become like this, student, and then dictionary what we are trying to insert, roll number. So whatever the user will insert, roll number will come here. Let's suppose 1 and he has entered. Then we will enter the name. Then name will become key, and whatever name, let's suppose Ram he has entered, so Ram will come here. So this dictionary will become like this. And then what we are doing, we are inserting this particular dictionary into list of students. So in this list of students we are inserting, so list first element will become what? Let's suppose list will be, let me show you here, I don't have much space. So this student data, let's suppose student data, it is a dictionary. So student data will be inserted into this list. So list first element will become like this. Let's suppose I have inserted roll number 1 and Mohan, so that I can use this only, this dictionary only, this list only. Okay, let's suppose I have inserted Mohan. So what will happen, this dictionary will be inserted into the list of students. So list of students will become now roll number 1 and name student. Next time, because loop will execute 2 times, because 2 students are there. Next time, then we are emptying this student list, student data, then this dictionary will be flushed, because this dictionary is already added into the list, and now we have emptied it means we have cleared this dictionary like this. Now again what will happen, we are entering the data for second student data, roll number we are entering, roll number, let's suppose we have entered colon 2, and then name we have entered, let's suppose Ram we have entered. So this, now we are again append method will insert at the last of the student. List of students already have this element. Now again we are appending the next dictionary. Then this dictionary will become like this, roll number 2 and name Ram. Let's suppose we don't have the third item. Let's suppose I am removing this third item, because third item we are not inserting, because we are inserting for the 2 items. So this list will become like this. After execution, after completion of the execution, this list will become like this. Okay, because we are executing this for loop 2 times, we are inserting 2 student data, then 2 student data is inserted into the list of students. Now our list has the 2 students, and now what we are doing, we need to search for a roll number. Then what we need to do, this is the second part of the program. What we need to do, we need to take the roll number of the student from the user. So let's suppose integer roll number we have taken. Then what we are doing, we are iterating the list of students using for loop. The first time what will happen, this stud will become, first time in this stud what will come, I am showing you. First time this stud will initialize with what? First time the stud will be initialized with roll number 1 and then name, because this is a for loop. For loop, if we pass list here, then each time one by one list element will come. List element is a dictionary here, that's why roll number and name will come like Mohan. Okay, and let's suppose we have entered the roll number 2 here. In this case what will happen, found value is false initially and roll number we have taken 2. Now list of students, first element will come in student, this element. Now how to access the value using key in the dictionary? We pass the dictionary name and then bracket, then key, then roll number equals to roll number that we have entered. We have entered the roll number that to search we have taken into roll number variable. Now we are comparing the dictionary roll number and the roll number that user entered. If these are equal, so this time roll number 1, so 1 is equals to 2. Is it true? Not true. So this if condition will not be true, so this code will not be executed. And second time list of students will iterate, and the second time this object, this dictionary will come in this stud variable, and this time what will happen, the roll number will come something different. Let's suppose roll number 2 will come, this dictionary will come, and name will come Ram. Okay, now what will happen, stud roll number, this stud roll number, this time it will happen 2. 2 equals to 2 is the roll number that we are searching. So 2 equals to 2, condition true. In that case we will print the student name. Student name can be accessed because stud has the dictionary. So name we are passing the key and stud as a dictionary name. So stud bracket dash name. Then what we are going to do, we are printing the name of the student. Name of the student will be print Ram, and this found will become true. This found initially it was false, it will become true. Then it's okay. Now we will again iterate. This time list doesn't have the any student data because list has 2 student data, so it will not execute. So this loop will terminate and this condition will executed after this loop. If found is equals to false, now this time found is not false, that means this condition will not execute, this code will not execute, and we are printed the name of the student. Like this is the logic we have to insert. This is the logic to insert into the list, and this is logic to search into the list, and we have maintained the list of students dictionary data. Okay, so this dictionary, list and for loop concept, if it is clear, now we can go ahead and understand the logic of the pickling. Now I am going to this logic. If you understand, I have understand it a little bit in detail. If you don't understand, then please watch by again this video so that you can understand this logic. Now I am showing you how to now I am maintaining list. Now I need to do what I need to do. I need to insert this list of students into the file, that is binary file, and then I will read this binary file, and then I will search this roll number into binary file. This thing I need to do. Now let's try to understand the reading in binary file concept. Okay, now I am deleting and now explaining you the pickling. So what is pickle? Pickle is nothing but it is a Python module. It's a Python module that has some function to perform read and write methods, that can perform some functions that has some functions to perform like read and write on the binary file. Okay, let me write you on the binary file. If you don't know what is binary file, then you should understand it in theory class. What is binary file? Actually there is a distinction between text file and binary file. Text file one is binary file. So text file program we have already seen in the last class. Last two practicals we have created the text file only. We were reading the text files. Text file is the file in which we have the text, like this is text. Like in this file you can read the text. Okay, in this file you will have the characters stored in a file, but in binary file you will have the bytes stored in file. Okay, in file like this. Like this is text file, then it will be stored like you will, if you open this file, some text will appear, like a box, and some special characters. Like this is a binary file. Actually 0 and 0 1 format data will be stored in a 0101 format. Okay, this is known as binary file. So you should know what is text file and binary file. Now what we need to do, why we use the binary files? Binary files are very efficient, easy to very efficient to read and write in terms of read and write in terms of file. If you want to read and write data in a binary file, it will be very fast. That's why we use the binary files instead of text files. Text files are a little bit slow if the data is very large. In that case, we should go for the binary file. Okay, these have the certain advantage, these are the certain advantage. It has also disadvantage, like binary file is not, if your operating system has created one binary file and if it is not compatible on the another operating system, then it will be difficult to read this binary file. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of binary file, but it has more advantages than the disadvantages. Okay, so let me show you how to create the binary file now. Okay, so how to create the binary file and how to open it into the read and write mode, you already know those functions, so I am explaining you because this will become a theory class otherwise. So how to create a binary file? File equals to open method we will use, and then we will pass the file name. Let's suppose C user, then let's suppose admin. I am going to use this path. It might be different on your computer. Okay, then let's suppose abc.dat file, and let's suppose let's suppose there are again 2-3 modes. Let's suppose read mode, write mode, and if you are reading and writing and appending in the binary file, then you need to put the b in the last. In case of like a text file, you need not to put the b because it is by default read, write and append mode by default. Without putting b, it will be as a text file mode. Okay, that's why if you are trying to create a file, then what you need to do, you need to do the write binary file, write binary mode. This will create a file handler. Now what is pickling? Pickling has two methods. One method is dump. Dump method is basically used to write into file. What it is specially do? Write into file, and what it writes objects. It writes the Python objects in file. Python objects like list, dictionary, or any other object. If you want to store the Python objects like this dictionary into the binary file, then you should use the pickle module, and to use these methods you need to import the pickle in your Python program first. Otherwise you will not be able to use this dump method. You should import the pickle. Pickle is a Python module that basically has some functions to read and write on the binary file. To write the binary file, read into the binary file especially, not on the text file. You will be concerning on the binary file. To write into the binary file, especially the Python object like this, list and dictionary. In case of our program, we will going to write the list and dictionary because we have recreated the list of students. We will directly write it into the binary file, and in some other program we will directly read this binary file and read this Python list object, and then the logic we have already understood. So to write this file into write the list, let's suppose in case of our case, what is the list? Students list. Students, let's suppose list is the list that contains let's suppose some dictionary kind of data we have created in our some time before. We have created list of students. This list you want to write into the binary file, let's say abc.dat. then what you need to do, you need to open it in the write binary mode, and then you need to use the dump method. Dump method syntax I am writing. What you need to write? You need to write pickle dot dump. Dump is basically used to write. Like in case of text file, you use the write method to write into the file. In case of pickle module, you need to write the data using this dump method. In this dump method, what you need to pass? You need to pass the file pointer object, the file object that you are opening. So first you will pass the file object, and then second argument you will pass the data that you want to write into the file. In case of our case, we are going to write the student list. So I am going to find I am going to write the student list. In this case, what will happen, this pickle.dump method will create a binary file on my computer desktop abc.dat, and it will insert the list of the students here in binary file mode, 0101 mode. Okay, you can't read the data of the students list if you are writing in a binary file. Okay, binary mode. This is the way to write into the binary file. Now what is the way to read the binary file? In case of reading the binary file, after this you need to close this file so that it is not the waste of the storage. So this is the line you will you need to use to write into the binary file. Okay, and what is the method to use to read the binary file that has some objects? So you will use the load method. दिस इज वेरी सिमिलर टू डंप मेथड, इज बेसिकली टू, जैसे आप कचरा डाल देते हो ना डस्टबिन में तो उसको डंप बोलते हैं, वैसे ही आप यदि फाइल के अंदर डेटा डालना चाहते हो तो डंप मेथड यूज करोगे, तो ऐसे याद रख सकते हो इसको। लोड मीन्स जैसे आपके घर के बाहर जैसे वो आता है कचरा लेने वाली मशीन आती है, तो वो क्या करती है, आपके कचरे को वापस से आपके डब्बे में से क्या कर देती है, लोड करके बाहर डाल देती है, उसको बोलते हैं लोड। ठीक है, तो लोड मतलब बाइनरी फाइल से डेटा को रीड करना। इफ यू वांट टू रीड द डेटा फ्रॉम द बाइनरी फाइल दैट वी हैव क्रिएटेड abc.dat, if you have created and you want to read the list object that we have stored in the binary file, you can use the load method to read from binary file. To read from the binary file, you will use this read load method. It reads the Python objects like dictionary, like list, and comma dictionary, etc., or any other object. Any other Python object means you might use any other like objects like dictionary, tuple, any object, other object. Okay, if you want to store objects into the file, then you will use this pickle module. And load method is basically used to read from the file, and dump method is basically used to write into the file. Now if you want to read from this abc.dat file in some other file, then what you need to do, you need to read it from the this abc dot. How you will write this line to read? What you will write like this. Understand here, you need to open the file first into read mode. So you can open this file into read mode. To open in read mode, what you need to do, you need to pass the path like users, then you will write admin, then what you will write desktop, and then what you will write here abc dot. This file should be on the computer. I have already created this file using dump method. Now I will pass the mode. Mode is here, you should write the mode here read binary mode. So read binary mode will be read RB you need to pass. Previously you passed write binary mode. This time you are opening the file in read binary mode. Now what method you use to read the Python object that are stored into this file? You can use this method load. So to load the like student list that we have stored in previously using dump method, you can directly it will return you can directly read this list into some variable. Let's suppose st list you are creating, and the same list you will get if you are using this method like pickle module. You need to import, that line is necessary, pickle dot load, and then you will pass the file pointer that you have created file. Okay, this will what it will do, it will return the exact list that you have stored in this binary file at the time of writing. You will get exactly same list object. Now what you can do, you can search in this list object using the logic that I have already told you. Using insert logic, read some take the data of the students into list, create a dictionary and insert the items into the list, and then we are going to write dump this list into some file, and then in another program we will read this file, and then we will create this, we will take this list again, and then we will search into the file using the search into this student list using the data that we have using the logic we have already understood how to iterate the list of dictionary and search into this list. Now the steps I will write for this program so that you can clearly understand the logic. Okay, now I have created some dots in your mind how to write the logic, how to use the pickle module, and now I will connect all those things in a simple step. So let's write the steps now. So step will be what? First step will be take the students data in input from user using for loop. Prepare a list of dictionary that I have shown you. Prepare a list of dictionary having student data. Dictionary will have the student data that is inserted using for loop in step 1. Okay, now we have created a list of dictionary. How it will be created? Like list of students will be created like this. So this list will have some dictionary object, name, key value pair, and then let's suppose that how much student data it will have, as long as the user wants. Okay, then what you will do? Then you will do the save this list of students. Save this list of students in binary file using dump method. I have shown you how to use the dump method. So what you will do, you will open the file in write binary mode. So let's suppose open method, you will write the path of file in this, that at which you want to create this file. Then you will write the write binary mode, and then you will use the dump method. So pickle module you need to import first, pickle dot dump you will use, and you will use this file pointer, and then you will insert this list of students. In that case what will happen, list of students will be inserted into the file. Okay, now what you need to do, you will create some another file. Now read the roll number from user to search. Okay, now you will have some roll number, take your roll number from user to search in the file. Now we will open the file in read mode, and use load method to get the list of students object that we have stored in step 3. Okay, so how you will write? You will write file equals to, you will write the open method to open into read binary. Path of the file you need to pass, path of file, complete path, and then you will write the read binary mode. You will open this file in read binary mode. Then you will use the pickle method, pickle to load this student list. So let's suppose student list, I am using this pickle method, pickle module, pickle dot load function, and then you will pass the file pointer here directly. It will return the list of students that you have stored. Okay, now next step to search into the list of students for given roll number, that you have taken roll number from the user. You will search into the list using the for loop that I have already explained. So this is the complete step you need to follow. If you understand this, you can very easily write the Python code. Now I am going to write the Python code in the next step. Okay, then we will go ahead and run this into the spider. Okay, so let's wait for the spider turn to come in. Now I am going to write the Python code. Okay, I need to take some small. So here I will create two programs. First program will write into the file. So file write student data write.py. Let's suppose this is the Python file I am going to create. In this file, what I will do, I will read the data of the students and write into some file, so that in other file I will read it. If I will be using the same file, then you will not be able to get the gist that I want to show, because in one file I will write into file, and in some other file using some other program I will read. That will give you some search student.py, like this file I will create. Okay, so first of all you need to import the pickle module. Import pickle, because we are going to use the pickle. Then number of students I am entering. First of all you will create some dictionary, blank dictionary, to hold the student data. I am creating the blank dictionary. Then I am creating list of students, so that you can insert into list of students. Blank list and blank dictionary will be created. Now I am take the number of students you want to insert in file. Number of students I will take from the user, it will be integer. So that you can use a for loop to take the student data input. Enter number of students. This is like we are converting into student. Now you will do the for loop. I will write the number of students here, so at that much time it will continue. And then what I will do, I will take the data and store it into the dictionary. Okay, so stud underscore data. First I will take the roll number. So this is the way to store information to the dictionary. I will take the integer roll number, enter roll number. Okay, now I will do, take the name student underscore data, and then name. Little bit big program it is, but it is very simple if you understand the logic. Enter name. Like this you can enter the name. You will pass only one time. You need not to write the integer here, because name will be in string. Now you need to insert this dictionary into this list of students, because we are preparing the list of students which have the dictionary object. So append method is basically used to insert at the last, and we will pass this student underscore data dictionary object, and it will insert, and we will again make the dictionary blank, so that next time second student data can be inserted into the list. So we are again making this list student data dictionary blank, so that next time this loop will execute for the, and another student data will come, and again this data will keep on adding into the list. Now we will write it into some binary file. So for that I will create some file object here, and open method I will use. You will write the file path. Let's suppose I am using C user admin. Okay, and then desktop I am using, then I am using some stud data file, stud data dot extension, you can use anything, dot dat extension I am using, and I am going to open it into write binary, and then I will use the pickle module to write into this file. So pickle dot dump method basically we can use to write into file. You will pass the file pointer first, and then you will pass the list with that you want to store. List of students, you have the data. So this will write into the file. Now we are going to close this file. This is the one program. This program will, what will take, it will take the and number of students data, let's suppose 5 student data, if user entered 5 and store into some binary file, okay, stud.dat. Okay, now what we will do, we will read this file in some other Python program and search for the roll number. So for that, again import the, first let's import the pickle module. Let's have this divider like this, let's have this divider. Okay, so first we will import the pickle, because pickle module is necessary because to read and write file. Now what we will do, we will take the roll number to search. Roll number to search we will take in some variable integer input, enter roll number to search, enter roll number to search. You can write this Python program in same file also, but in same file if you write, it will confuse you. What you are going to do, you are writing in same program and reading in same program, then it will not give you the gist that you want to get. Now we have take the variable. Now what we need to do, we need to read the file and search into that. So we need to read the file to take the data that we have stored using this Python program. So to read the file, we will use file pointer, we will create open file method. You will pass the path that you have used at that time of write. So you will write this C, let's suppose users, then admin, then desktop, then file name, let's suppose stud. This should be same as that we have used at the store time, because this file contains the list of students, stud.data.dat, and then you will opening into the read binary mode this time. Previously it was write binary mode. Now what we need to do, load the, we need to take the list of students from this file. So list of students will come from this file. So you can use pickle to read the file, pickle dot load, and then simply you pass this file pointer and it will give you the list of students that you have inserted at the time of the dump method. It will give as it is to you, okay, list object. Now you can use for loop to search. Now we are creating some found variable so that we can track whether the data is found or not in the list. So initially it is false, initially we are assuming that data is not found. If found, we will make it true. We will use this for loop. So stud underscore data, and each time this dictionary will list of students. Now what we will do, if roll number is found, so stud underscore data, roll number we are accessing, roll number is equals to roll number that user has entered. If this roll number is equal, that means roll number is found. We will make the found equals to true, print the student name. Remember initially problem was that if roll number is found, print the name of the student. So here we are printing the name of the student. This is the dictionary actually, because list has the dictionary object, that's why we are accessing like a key value pair. Now what we will do, at the end of this for loop, what we will write, if end of this for loop we are going to write like this, if found equals to false. If found is false, that means we don't find the student data. In that case what we will do, we will print student data not found. Not found, you can simply say error message not found, like this. So this is the complete program to write into the binary file, read from the binary file using pickle module, and search logic of the roll number. If not found, then we are going to display the error message. This is the complete program. Now what we are going to do, we are going to go into the spider editor and type it and see it. Okay, so let's try. So now I am opening the spider editor here. So let's try to create the, take the student data from the user and let's write it. So first we need to import the pickle module. Now you see it here, I am going to write it very fast. So what we need to do, we need to create the dictionary first, stud underscore data. This is the dictionary, list of students, I am going to have the list of students like this. Now I will take the number of students. I will take the input from the user only, students, and then I will, let's suppose, integer input number of students, enter number of students. Like this you can take the number of students as a input. Now we will use the for loop for I in range, then you pass the number of students. This logic I already explained. I am going to type and run here. Is to data, I will hold the data of the dictionary, let's suppose roll number. This key you should remember. And then input, roll number will be in integer. I am taking, assuming it, enter roll number. Okay, this is how I am taking the roll number. And now what we'll do, I will take the name of the student, then name, and I will take name will be the string, so I need not to write the integer here. Enter name. Okay, this is how you will enter the name. Each student name and roll number we are entering and is appending into this list of students dot append. We are keep on appending this, and it will be stud underscore data. Okay, now this list will be populated, and now what we need to write into file. Okay, so for that purpose I need to create some file. So open method. To create a file you will do the write binary mode. So let's suppose I want to create on desktop. So what I need to do, I need to get the desktop full file. Try to click on any file on the desktop and go to the desktop and copy this location, because this location you might type incorrect. So copy this location from the desktop and put it here, and let's suppose here you are going to put directly, and put one more backslash at each backslash, because otherwise it will give error, and then write the file name. Let's suppose stud underscore data dot dat file you want to create. You might write any extension in this case. Okay, so and I am opening it into the write binary mode. So wb you need to write, then you will write the pickle to write this file. Pickle dot dump method you can use to write into the file objects. So I need to write the list of students, because list of students is the list that has the all student data. I am storing it into file, so that in the another program, using another program, I can get this list and search into this list. Now I will close this file. So this is the one logic to write into the file only. So now see here, studdat.file is not on my desktop currently. I am going to run this program and I will insert the 5 student data and see that this file will be created, and you can see it on the desktop. Let's try to run this on the clicking on this run button, and it will ask enter the number of students. Let's suppose I am entering 3 student data. So I am entering roll number of the student. So let's suppose 1 10. Let's suppose name of the student, let's suppose Ram. Another, let's suppose 11. Let's suppose student name is Mohan. Another student, let's suppose 12, and enter it, let's name is Sham. Let's suppose what we have taken in example. So 3 student data we have taken, and dump missing required argument file. Okay, or what we have forgot is the in the dump method first argument should be the file object that you have created, otherwise it would give an error like that. In case of ours it has given error. Now run it again. Sorry for the interruption, I have forgot to write the file here. So let's try to again enter 3 student name, roll number, let's Ram, 11, Mohan, and 12, let's suppose Sham. Now this file should be created. File must have a write attribute. Oh, what is happening actually? Sorry again, what happened is actually this order I forgot actually. You need to pass the second argument as a file. Okay, don't pass it as a first argument, because first argument should be the data that you want to write, and second argument is the file pointer that you want to write, that in which you want to write. So sorry for again, let's try, because by errors you learn actually. Okay, if you write the program, then only you will get the error. So it's better to have the errors, because errors actually gives us the real feel of learning. So Mohan, and then 12, let's suppose Sham. This time it will write. Now there is no error, that means the data is saved into file. Now we will go and check on desktop. See, here is data file is created. Now I can open it into some, let's suppose, text editor, and see here, this file is not readable. You are seeing the roll number, name, and these are the symbols. You cannot read this data actually. Okay, so this is the binary file actually. In case of text file you could read the data, but in case of binary file it is not readable. So we need not to change this file, otherwise your Python program will corrupt. You need not to change anything after opening this file, otherwise your program that you is going to read this file will corrupt. Don't write it, don't change anything in this student file, close it as you have opened. Don't change anything, close it properly. Now we are going to read this file in some other program. Let's suppose try to create some other program and read this file. You can write the read logic again in the same Python file also, but it will not give you the feeling of reading and writing the same file in the same program. That's why I am creating some other program that will read this file. So let's try to import the pickle first, then I will going to read this. So to read this, what I will do, I will create a file pointer and pass the file location here, open method, and then I will pass the file location here. So how can you get this location? Just go and right click on this file and click on the properties, and then what you need to do, you need to copy this path location, and file name you should remember as it is, your name should be passed, otherwise you will not be able to read. Then what you need to do, you need to write like this here, and then write the file name. So stud_data .dat, extension should also be same thing you need to write here also, that you have used at the time of writing into the file. Same path you should copy, otherwise your file will not be read. Now this time you need to open it in the read binary mode, so write RB here instead of WB. Previously we have written the WB because we were planning to write into file. Now we will get the data of this file. So how can we get the data of this file? You will use the load method and pass this file, and it will return the list object that we have inserted. So list of students you will get here again from this method, and now you can use the, what you need to do, you need to take the input, you need to take the roll number that you want to search. So roll number to search, so we will take it input from the user, enter roll number of student to search. Okay, one program already created the file, written into the file the list of students that we have typed. Now this program will search into this file. Okay, so let's try to search. So for loop I have already explained, stud_data will be the dictionary, and in list of students have the dictionary of the student data. So this dictionary will come into the data, very similar to that we have at the time of use the writing time. So the same dictionary will come here, and now we will check if stud_data, and then we will write here same key you should pass here. What key it was? Roll number. So type it here roll number only, otherwise if you are changing capital R or anything you will change, then it will not match actually. Okay, so keep this in mind, exactly same dictionary it will return, so same key you should use. And we will be using the found variable. Initially it will be false. If the data is found in the file, then we are updating this as a true, so that we can check whether the data is found or not, and we are going to print the student name. So student name can be accessed, exactly same key you should use. So you can see the key here, name is the key to access the name of the student. So write the name here. Now it will print the name of a student. Okay, and student name, and you can for beautiful message you can say here student name found, okay, in file, so that it will be little bit beautiful. Now what we need to do after for loop, if the data will not found, the found variable will be false. So we are checking if this found variable equals to false, that means the student data is not found in the file. In that case what we will do, we will print the error message. What we will do, we will no student data found, please try again. Okay, now we will run this program. It will search into the file that we have created last time. Okay, so we haven't you need to write the pickle here, pickle.load. okay, because file.load will not work. Pickle module has the load function. So now we are going to run this. So here it is asking the enter roll number to search. Let's suppose I have entered 12 roll number, so it should return name of the 12th roll number is Shyam. It should return Shyam. So Shyam is found in the file. Okay, so this is actually returning the data Shyam found in the file. This has repeated 3 times. So actually what was the problem at the time of the writing, we have some mistake. What would happen, we have not resetted the dictionary data here, so that the student data was the only Shyam data. So after appending into the list the dictionary of the data, you need to reset it. Okay, so that next time this data will be resetted. So you need to populate the data again. So I am going to again run and insert the 3 student data. Let's suppose 3 student data, roll number is 10, let's suppose Ram, roll number is 11, let's suppose Mohan, roll number is 12, let's suppose Shyam. Okay, now let's see the file. The name Ram, Mohan and Shyam, all those data is inserted into this file. Now don't disturb this file and go and again go and read this file using the read program. So this is our read program. Now what we will do, we will enter the roll number and search the student name. So I am going to give the search. For search, enter the roll number. Let's suppose you want to search the 12th roll number, so it should print the Shyam. Shyam is the found in the file. Okay, now run again and try some different roll number. Let's suppose try to enter the 10, it should return Ram. Try to enter some 11, it should return Mohan. Try to enter some name, the roll number that doesn't found. That's all 15 not in the file, so it is showing the no student data is found. Okay, so this is the complete practical to read and write binary files, student data. So please note this practical. I have already shown you how to insert into the file. You can pause and take the snapshot of this window, so that you can get the whole program. This is the program that is going to write into the file student data, and this is the program that is going to read from the student data file and write in and search into the list that we have stored. So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, please comment on the video comment box, or you may also follow me on Facebook and Twitter account. You might get in description box. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.